I'm being silly now. I'm trying to wait for my other computer to catch up. Okay. Oh, crap. All right. So, I actually had done a video and I was going to upload said video when someone said, I thought you were going live. Hey, I wanted to do this before I called you, I texted you. I won't be on here long. So, like I said, I had done a complete. Oh, God, somebody done sent me a text message. Sorry. My husband usually doesn't text that much. Okay, so my dad's doctor's appointment went awesome. His leg's doing really good. After his doctor's appointment, we stopped at Olies and I got 2 of these that you can't see because the camera's still facing me. So, hey, I know I'm popular today. It's a file folder. There's 13 little files in there. And at the front, it has a place for CDs, but I'll be able to stick other ephemera in there. And they were $2.99 each. Knock, knock. Knock, knock. Hey, it's Ray.
I'm here.
Ray, what a knock.
But you can't see me. I'm working, so just put it back on you. But I'm here.
Okay. You playing invisible.
That's right. I'm invisible.
It's the ghost in the computer. But I got 2 of those from Olies. Absolutely love it. I think it's going to work really well for my ephemera. Okay. Then, after we stopped there, we went to Goodwill. Oh, the other one I got from Olies is this real pretty green. So, now I can take the sticker off of it. Oh, it's stuck to me. It's stuck to me. Then we went to Goodwill. And I found one by Creative Memories for $2.99. It's got a little thing here for a business card or what have you. And it's bigger than those other ones. I don't know how many slots. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It has 13. Plus, it came with the folders. So, I'm excited. Oh, God, somebody done sent me a text message. I'm sure that's still my husband. He is blowing up my phone today.
Hey, Jen.
Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Hey, Key and I for UPS Dad's phone is coming today. Okay.
Girl, did you see that Mandy almost was on live for 24 hours.
No, I left it up and it hasn't updated. I let it play.
Well,
So I'll have to check it out.
she was on with us. And then
Yeah, and then I
Crystal went
saw
on.
that. Yeah.
And her and Crystal stayed on to 6 something this morning. And
Holy
then
crap.
I guess she took Brody or helped Brody get on the bus. And then she came back and she was just went out of Greg's live stream at 12, I think.
Holy crap. She said she was going to try to do a 24-hour one.
Well, she was, yeah, she was on Greg's, I don't know, like 8 until 12 or something like that.
Holy moly.
Right?
I also got an Agatha Christie book because I like Agatha Christie. And it's Murder Go Round.
Is that from the dollar store?
No, this is from Goodwill. I paid 99 cents for it. Oh, but I don't.
What does the outside of it look like?
I thought pages were missing. It was from the public library, so.
No. Can you take the cover off?
No, they taped it on. The cover will not come off.
You can cut it off. What does it look like? Is it just black?
Yeah, it's black and it says Agatha Christie, Murder Go Round. Now I'm curious to when it was published.
When you get done reading it, you can tear it apart.
I don't know if I'm going to tear this one apart. I was looking at some golden books, but I didn't want to pay their prices.
Why you don't want to tear it apart?
Oh, I'm definitely not tearing it apart now. Copyright 1972. I like Agatha Christie. But I may wind up tearing it apart because I'm not sure all the pages are here now. Where's that bites? Looks like a good book. Be my luck, I'll get halfway through it and the pages will be missing. I also got a kiwi charm so that you guys cannot see. There we go. I got me a kiwi. Yeah, it's a replica of the bird. They're from Australia. No, sorry, New Zealand. New Zealand, not Australia.
Oh, New Zealand.
So, oh, it's going to rip my kiwi.
No.
I hate stickers. Oh, well, I'll just have to rip it. It'll be all right. I'll just touch it up with some brown paint. I'm a crafter. I can fix it. Then I got this embroidery hoop because I do like doing cross stitch. I got this embroidery hoop. And then I got these weird embroidery hoops. Yeah, squeeze this and it comes out.
Those are the new ones.
And then I got a teeny weeny one. And then in one of my, what have I done? What have I done? Okay, and then in my other live, I think in a live stream or something, I mentioned where to go. It was just there. Where'd it go? Oh, it's right there. It's in my thing. I think I mentioned in my other live stream that I had gotten a food dehydrator and I needed an apple core. I got one for 99 cents. Oh, this one was a 99 cents. This one was 99 cents. This one was 49 cents. And this one was 79 cents. The kiwi was $1. Then I got this necklace I'm wearing. I'll take it off and show you guys. I got that necklace, but you can't see with the flip. Hold on. With that. And then I got this necklace, which I want to make a mold of it before I take it apart and use it in some mixed media, of course. You know, because why buy jewelry to wear? Have to take it apart. Okay, and then I got this really pretty shirt that now looks like it's going to be 9 times too big for me. But I got this shirt.
Ooh,
Really loved it.
I like that.
Then I got
Dang, you went all out.
yeah, my dad bought all this for me.
That's awesome.
And then this shirt is brand new. Nobody ever wore it. I like it, so I got it. But my favorite one is this one. I don't know who wore this shirt, but oh my god, their perfume is awesome. Let's see. I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera. But it flares out. And it's not blue. There is blue in it, but it's green. It's different colored greens with. This is the only blue. And there's a very light blue stripe in it. The rest of it's pretty greens. Okay. And then I got a pair of jeans.
Watch out.
And if these fit, I'm going to go back and get the other pair they have.
Girl, you didn't try them on?
No, I don't try on clothes at Goodwill. I have heard the horror stories. I will not try on anything from a thrift store. They do not wash the stuff.
Oh.
It goes straight from the bags to the racks. Doesn't matter if they've been in bags with icky stuff or what. So yeah, all that's going in the washing machine.
Oh, okay.
Then the last two things are these two cowls that my dad made me. Because I asked him to make me a cowl.
He crochets?
He crochets and knits.
Fuck, it's so pretty. I can't even crochet that good.
There's I don't know what kind of stitch that is, but
that's
and then
beautiful.
This one can be folded over twice.
What?
Yeah, and that's the.
Look at that.
I don't know why the color is not picking up on my camera today.
It's really pretty.
But yeah,
I've got a peachy pink color.
Yeah, it's a corrugated?
Variegated.
Corrugated, that's wood.
Those cardboard.
Cardboard. Holy crap. I've been up since 7 o'clock, people.
I can't believe how well he crochets.
Yeah, my dad taught himself to crochet and knit after my mom passed away.
What?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah, and we loom. I do know how to do that. He built me a loom.
Wow.
Yeah. I think, believe it or not, that was everything. Never even smoked me a cigarette. Because I don't smoke when I'm with my dad. And I'm done for one.
So what do you use them for?
Use what for?
The crochet thing.
It's a cowl.
A towel?
No. I know my hickness is coming through. You can't understand me. Hold on.
It goes around your neck.
Yes.
Okay, I know what you're saying
This
now.
one he made it big enough. Let me pull you down just
So
a
you
little
can
bit.
double wrap it.
Yeah, I can double it.
I know. Yeah, I got one of those, but I never had a crocheted one before.
Oh, it's so nice and soft.
It's so pretty.
Or it can be a head thingy.
A head wrap.
I'll probably wear this pink one more than I wear the other. And then the gray one, he said he used the same pattern, but for the, oh God.
It's a different kind. It's a different kind of yarn.
That one, yeah. He said he used the same pattern. And so I was giving him a hard time. I said, well, I can always turn it. It's almost wide enough.
That's cute.
Yeah. If it was a little bit wider, I probably, no. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Now I look like Ebenezer. Now I look like Ebenezer, not Ebenezer. What was his name? His friend? Bob Marley. Hey, but it makes my chin disappear.
That's right, girl.
There we go. Pull my ponytail out. I'm styling and profiling now. You thought I said towel too. Yeah.
I was like, how are you going to use crochet for towel? I'm like, that's an awful little towel. What you going to use? Wipe your brow with it?
Actually, if that wasn't so tight, I may have to ask him to make me another one of these, but just not as
You
tight.
can just stretch it. It'll stretch out.
Ugh. Yeah, I'll stretch it a little bit.
It'll loosen up. I can't believe your dad can crochet that well.
Oh, yes.
I am
Now, if I could
impressed.
just talk him into making me a freaking sweater, that'd be awesome. Okay, y'all are going to have to just point down so you don't see my
Does he make Afghans?
Oh, yeah. When my mom first passed away, he was making, they're called wheelchair Afghans.
Mm-hmm.
So they would fit in the people who had wheelchairs. He was making a hat and lap blankets. But it was especially made for wheelchairs. So he was making hats and wheelchair lap blankets is what he started on. He did that for about 3 years. And then when he dropped off his last batch, a lady asked him if he would be interested, since he did such good work, in making baby booties and hats for preemies. And so then he started doing that. And then it went from hats and booties to hats and blankets. And then he said he stopped doing that because after a while it started bothering him. Thinking of all them babies. Then he started.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know. He just said it really bothered him. But he does that to make the preemies.
Oh,
yeah, he made preemies. And then for February, it's either the knitting or crocheting community, it could be both, it's called the Red Heart hats.
Mm-hmm.
For the babies, and he does that every year.
That is so cool.
Oh no, I know what it was he was doing. That he wasn't doing the preemies at first. He was doing the, is it called bereavement? It's the ones where the babies pass away. And They wrap them in the blanket and the booties in the hat to take a picture to give the parents, and then the parents get that little outfit. He did that for 2 years, and he couldn't do it anymore. So then he moved to the preemies.
I got you.
And this one lady used to bring him 30-gallon bags of yarn.
Dang.
Yeah, but she's moved away, so he doesn't get his yarn like that anymore. So when we come up on good deals on yarn, we get it. But yeah, he does Afghans. He did a queen size for his bed, and it was beautiful. And then he did one for me, one for my brother, and one for each one of the boys. And then one year he did us all hats and scarves. And he's made me a couple of berets.
I've made a hat before.
I can make a triangle.
I made toboggans things. I made a couple of those for I made one for my husband and my kids, and then I made one of the little. It's like a little puffy hat with a little brim on it.
Yeah, he makes those.
Yeah, I made one of those. Yeah, I made a baby blanket, and I made a bunch of granny squares that I never put together. I crocheted my husband a blanket.
He knitted me a bunch of pot holders.
That's cool.
And then he'll sit and he'll crochet. Well, he was taking all his scraps when he gets to like a 2-inch ball, and he was making coasters. He said he has enough drink coasters in his house to, probably do a small country. So that's how I got all them balls of yarn the other day. He said, I'll just start saving you the little balls and give them to you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, what? I thought your dad just was buying you yarn.
Yeah, I have a loom over there with a belt on it that I was supposed to be working on. And then upstairs, I have a 6-foot loom. It does 6-foot wide panels. Wow. So after you do the panels, you take them off and then you whip stitch them together or something. Anyway, you connect them together.
Yeah, it's like granny squares.
Yeah, only it's one giant long piece. I can do that, but I cannot crochet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I can't crochet. I can't knit.
I don't. It's the counting part that throws me.
Yeah, I have a trouble too. I'd rather see the pattern drawn out than having to read it and figure it out.
Yeah.
Like when I see them drawn out where they do the singles and the doubles and the whatever, I can do that. But to have to sit there and figure it out, it takes me a minute.
My dad just goes on YouTube and he finds a pattern. If he sees something, he just finds the pattern and he does it. I need to see if he'll make me some leg warmers.
My problem is the dang sides. For some reason, they get all wonky. Like, see how straight his is?
Uh-huh.
Mm-mm. Yeah. Sometimes I'm not consistent with the size of like I'll get lax and then I'll get tight,
Yeah.
But I used to do it a lot.
I have knitting needles, but I use them to stir shit with.
My oldest daughter, she taught herself how to knit. I couldn't do it. Plus, knitting is just weird. I don't get it.
I don't
Like,
either.
you just make a long thing.
Yeah, he'll sit there and he'll watch TV and he'll just sit there and crochet away. And I'm just like, how can you do that? And he said, I'm counting. I'm like, I can't watch something and count.
Right?
I mean, I do good to do a hook rug and watch TV.
I lose count so easy, and I'll be sitting there going, I have no idea where I am.
Yup.
That's hilarious. Does he make little animals, like stuffed animals?
No, he doesn't do those. He should.
He should give it a whirl, see if he can. They're so cute.
They are.
I don't know how you do those because it looks so tight. It's just like
My grandmother used to do those. And I found my Christmas stocking. I don't know why it's down here, but I have my Christmas stocking my grandmother crocheted me. And upstairs is my Santa Claus. And the way she did the Santa Claus, it's a spot. The legs are spiral and the arms are spiral. And then I can't remember how the body is because I don't have it in front of me. I think it's a solid body. And then she crocheted over a styrofoam ball his face and attached that to the body. And then she crocheted the hat and it comes on and off.
I don't understand how you can crochet around styrofoam.
And then I know my one son still has his alligator. She made all the boys alligators one year.
My grandma used to make.
You have to have an alligator when you're from Florida. Even though they're not from Florida, they still got an alligator.
My grandma, she made ornaments. She made little stockings to put on the tree.
Yeah.
She'd make snowflakes. She'd make all kinds of stuff. She even tatted snowflakes. I have a couple of them she tatted.
I think I have some of her tats. I have a whole bunch of her yo-yos. I also have a whole bunch of my great-grandmother's yo-yos. As a matter of fact, I got part of a quilt that she did framed in a window in my living room that was my great-grandmother's.
That's so cool.
And then I don't know if it's called tatting or if it was knitting or what, but I have another blanket that one of them did out of that real fine cotton stuff. It was their picnic blanket.
Like the stuff they make doilies out of?
Yeah.
Really? They made a blanket out of that?
Uh-huh. I'll have to, when I get my office cleaned out to where I can get to it, I'll have to show you guys. I can't get to it right now.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
But I have a bunch of her doilies too. I can show you those.
I made some doilies. I tatted some doilies.
This is like a pot holder one.
Yeah.
But there's something in it I want to try. I wonder if I can pull it out. I think it's a handkerchief that she had in it. Oh, hey, I think I might be able to get it out without.
She made padding so the heat wouldn't go straight to the table, probably.
Yeah. Oh, it's going to come out. because it's wadded up. I can't get it to unwad. Oh, I know what that is. It's not a handkerchief. It was actually one of our baby outfits.
Doll baby?
I don't know if it was a doll baby or like one of our like baby outfits. But that's one she made. You can see how aged it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's what was on the inside. I can tell you right now, that's some vintage fabric.
I see. It's cute.
Hi, MK kids. And then this is one of her. Is that called a granny square? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
That's one of hers.
Yeah,
This
you
is,
make a bunch of them and connect them together.
this was a collar she had made to go around a dress.
Mm-hmm.
And then her dress ripped, so she took it back off, and that was another one she done and took it back off. And then this is another one. No, these were around her pillowcases. And then there's part of one she started but didn't finish.
Oh, that's cool.
And then here's just one she started and didn't finish. And then one of her flowers.
We need to do a mixed media and put them on there.
And then this one was around her table. No, this one was another pillow she did. And then this was the one that always sat underneath her candy dish.
Oh, that's pretty.
And then that was another one that was on a pillow. And then one of her weird yo-yos. I don't know what she was going to do with it.
Looks like a flower.
And then these are her flowers she used to do on just scraps of fabric.
Is that embroidery or French knots?
It's like French knots and stuff. Like here's a butterfly she did.
Yeah, that's embroidery. That's French knots. I
And
hate knots.
More flowers.
I cannot do them to save my life.
Oh, this is an Easter basket she did.
Yeah, that's embroidery. I've done embroidery too. I've got a couple of pieces I've done. I liked embroidery.
Yeah, there's a couple of the Easter baskets. There should be a little girl. I don't know. The fabric is so old, it's just decaying.
Yeah.
So more Easter baskets, more of the little flowers.
That's why you need a mixed media. Then you have.
I know. And then I don't know what she was going to do with this.
Oh, you could tea-dye that.
It's already died on its own. And then,
I'm just saying, you could tea-dye it and you could use it on a journal cover. Yes. All that embroidery, you can even scan that and make paper out of it.
And that's on her bits and pieces that I have. That I know where they're at the moment. When she passed away, my aunt brought me bags and bags of stuff. And most of it we wound up having to throw away because it was molded and stuff, because my aunt, who was supposed to be taking care of my grandmother, not the one who brought me the stuff, was not taking care of my grandmother. And yeah, it got bad. Oh my gosh. I forgot about all this stuff in there. Oh, look, I have more paint palettes and what's that? I have some kind of pencil with no markings. I'll have to sharpen it and see what it is. Houses. Little bitty roses. One ugly keychain. This was my grandmother's keychain.
Oh, that's cute.
I remember that being on her piece forever. I was looking for all them paint palettes. Now I know where they're at. But yeah, I don't think I did too bad today. I think I did a really good score. Especially on these clothes. I can't wait to get them in the wash machine. On the floor they go. So I can see if this is going to work the way I want it to. I got so tickled when I saw this We Are Memory Keeper. Or Creative Memories, whatever the flip it is. I love that it has file folders in it. Because what I'm going to do is I was just planning on putting the Ziploc bags down in each one. So now all I have to do is put them inside the file folders. Well, I may have to get more folders, but that's okay. Oh, that has the little tabby tab. Actually, I've got file folders, so. Let's see if this will work. Yeah. I figured it was better to get those than to get the ones from Dollar Tree, because the Dollar Tree ones aren't as big. So,
Yeah.
I figured this way. Slick little boogers.
Once upon a time, I had mine and those things, but after a while, after like years and years and years, the elastic on the front breaks or stretches out and it won't go back.
That's okay. I'll just put Velcro on them then.
I don't know what I ended up. I guess I ended up dumping them somewhere. Or
I
giving them
had
away.
a giant one that was for 12 by 12 paper, but I think I overfilled it and busted out the sides. So I actually took all the plastic out of it, and so it'll lay flat now. And that's what I've got my diamond painting in. So when I'm
I didn't tell you. They sent me an email.
Did they?
I'm getting a diamond painting. I got the fairy with the mushrooms.
Oh, yay! I'll go back and put what holiday they're for later. But I'm thinking I can get more than one bag. No, there goes my headphones. But maybe not with Christmas. I had another group reach out to me, but I accidentally deleted the message. And me
can
to
find it.
try.
You can find it in your trash.
I emptied my trash.
Ding dong.
It was for me to try out a product on Amazon, but it did not say anything about buying it and being reimbursed.
I know Amazon, they will send you free stuff if you review it and make a video about it. Because I've seen that at the bottom of like where you buy stuff.
Yeah. Well, see, I've never bought anything off Amazon. Oh, wow. And I still have plenty of room to put more shoes in here. But this one's just the holiday ones. Yay. But I can still get more in there. Yes. So that's going to work out great. I'll drop that behind there. I can title them later. But that emptied that one notebook. And then I'll do my other notebook later. I thought this would just be easier than getting those stupid notebooks out. Because the one notebook, it's bigger than my flipping desk when it opens. And just trying to put the stuff in there was a pain in the butt the other night. And I was like, no. I like the file folder that all the... Hi, Arlena. The file folders that my alphabet's in. And I thought, I'll just go to Dollar Tree and buy more file folders. But lucky enough and getting these for $2.99 each ain't bad. See, I had stickers in this. I emptied it out. It no longer has stickers. I'm still finding stickers everywhere. But these are my alphabet stickers. But what I did was I emptied them all out and I organized them by size in these little page protectors and then stuck them back in here.
Girl,
So that if I need a certain size, there I go.
You need to take all those half-filled ones and just put them down when you're doing mixed media.
Do what?
To make backgrounds.
Oh, yeah, I know, because who needs that many alphabet stickers? I mean, come on.
And especially the partial ones, you probably can't even make anything out of them.
No. But yeah, I just thought this stuff was so cool. I gotta take that upstairs.
Or use it to collage with. You can use it on your clusters.
Yeah. I know. I told my dad picked up a bag of stickers at Goodwill today, and he goes, "Oh, look, here's some more stickers." I'm like, "Oh, okay, let me look." And I'm like, "No, step away from that bag of stickers. Step away." He's like, "What's wrong with it?" I said, "It's mostly alphabet. Step away from the alphabet."
Girl, you know it's right.
He's like, "Well, do you have any?" I said, "Oh, I've got more alphabet stickers than the alphabet does."
That's when I go to Tuesday morning, man. I go right past the thickers and all that. I'm like, I don't even want to see that crap. No, thank you.
I am going to actually be embroidering stuff. I'll have to buy some canvas because all of my canvas I can't get to. and it's just easier to buy more canvas.
What?
Oh,
I
if
have a
you,
bunch. That's what I used when I did my embroidery. I did I found these drawings of like flowers and pots. I did like daffodils,
hi Sherry.
and I think I did daffodils in a little pot, and I did a cactuses in a pot.
Oh,
And they're framed in I just left them in the hoop. I mean, I haven't never hung them up. They're still in the bag. I need to hang them up. I had fun. I learned how to do all the stitches. I bought a book, taught myself how to do it. And then lasted for like a month, and then I moved on to something else.
yeah. Now I don't know how to do the French knots and stuff. I do cross
Oh my
stitching,
God. I can't. They're so aggravating. I'm not good at them at all.
but I was watching a video where they were showing how to do the different flowers and the different knots and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh wow, that's like looks really easy.
You
I
know
guess
what
that
you did?
looking easy and being able to do it are two different things though.
But you know what you can do instead of French knots? If you really can't do them like me, you can put beads on it. You
Beads
can
on
put
it, yeah.
seed beads, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I'm more apt to do that than try to struggle to do some French knots that don't ever work for me.
Yeah.
They just make me irrationally insane.
Yeah. My dad was so funny. He was like, I saw this canvas today and I came really close to buying it. I just wanted the frame and then I was going to paint over the canvas, but I couldn't justify $10 for this at the Goodwill. But when I say the picture was hideous, I mean, it was hideous. It was in like baby puke greens, and it looked like somebody took anything that a baby can produce from its body and put it in the picture. That's what the colors were. And I'm looking at it, and my dad's like, I see you're admiring that art. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to figure out if I'd be able to gesso it fast enough without throwing up.
Oh my God. That is hilarious. That was somebody's art. Damn it.
Well, I'm sorry. But then my dad said, we left, and he goes, you know what? I should have bought that. I'm like, bought what? He said that ugly picture you were looking at. I'm like, well, do you want me to turn around so you can go get it? He's like, no. I said, well, then what did you want it for? He goes, well, you know, we didn't take it. And we both thought it was ugly. I'm like, oh, yeah. I said, that's why it's at Goodwill. He said, yeah. But he goes, you know, in a couple of months, he goes, if I see on the news that somebody bought that picture and it's worth like thousands of dollars, I'm going to hit you. And I'm like, do you really want to go back and get it? I mean, I will turn this truck around. He's like, no. He goes, because even if it is worth money, he said, that thing's just ugly and it won't go with anything in my house. I'm like, well, put it in a closet.
My daughter's boyfriend, my oldest daughter's boyfriend, he paints and he does some, like, I don't even know. It to me, it looks more like street art than anything. There's a lot of abstract to it.
I
mean,
love
he's
street
good.
art.
He's good. His dad paints too. His dad in their house, that he painted a huge mural on the wall. Oh my God, it's beautiful.
I'll show you my favorite kind of art. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. I'm trying to do this without making y'all nauseous. Let's turn you a little bit more. Ah, that was too fast. Sorry. That over there on the wall. That and Sassy scratching her fleas.
I see her.
But that wall, that art on the wall is the kind of stuff I truly love to make. I made all that over there. You
So
can't
why don't
see
you
the
make that?
huh?
You can mix media that too.
Yeah. The one's supposed to be like stained glass, and the other one just blatantly copied Emily.
That's what I was thinking, girl. I didn't want to say it, but I was like, that looked familiar.
Yeah. I had watched Emily do it, and I'm like, ooh, I want to try that. And I told Emily I was going to do it. And the background it's black gesso, and then it has copper and gold and blue, and then the orange squares and stuff. That was some painting papers I did on the jelly print that I absolutely hated. And so I sat and I just cut them into different shapes. And the way mine are popped off the canvas is I glued beads to them because I didn't know about foam dots at the time. And so, yeah, mine's all hot glued with beads and stuff. But I absolutely love that piece. The white one that's blown out that you guys can't really see very well, that has purple and it's basically unicorn or mermaid colors that are really shiny. They were paints of my mom's, and I had put some wooden balls in a box and shook them all over it. So it's like a big marble painting, as you all have probably seen done. And then my sink's over there on the wall that I made from it with my giant dollhouse and my million dream catchers. And then the rest of my messy room. Don't look!
Well, you do live in a damn cave.
Yeah, I do. Hey, Mr. J. How are you today? Oh, wow. My eyes are like totally green today or something. I don't know. I'm trying to look at my eyes and the camera, and I can't.
They're a little hazel.
Hazel. I do
Mine
see
change colors too.
I've got a Mickey Mouse that I'm working on right now. This Mickey Mouse is let's see, my son just turned 23. So I would say it's like 23 years old. I got it to make him when he was a little thing. And when we moved, I couldn't find it. And I just found it the other day. Mickey Mouse hook and latch rug. I'm making fingers for a necklace. Yeah. She's making fingers for a necklace. I want to see that. That sounds cool.
A Halloween thing.
I cannot believe Halloween is, I think my son said it's tomorrow. Holy crap. No.
Yes, it's tomorrow.
Holy crap. When did that happen?
Did you do any Halloween besides your tree and did you finish your coffin?
I've not finished the coffin yet. George is holding the coffin down.
Girl,
Yeah,
I did any Halloween
I did my Skeletroll bottle.
Oh yeah, you did. And you did your bobblehead.
Yeah, and then and my bobbleheads, and then my bottle of eye monsters,
Mhm.
bottle monster eyes, or whatever we called him. I can't even remember now. I don't know. I just really wasn't into the Halloweeny mood.
Well, I spent like a month and a half on that journal and I
I'm a
was burnt
cat
out.
in a mood. I don't think it has.
I put all my stuff up like 2 weeks ago.
Ooh, skull keychains. Do you have a video up of those? Let me. I think my hook rug is right over here, Jen. I'll show it to you. Ah, chair's attacking me.
Hook rug is from the 80s.
What's that? Ooh, I don't know, but it has bubble wrap. Does the sticker come off? Yes. Bubble wrap. As soon as I get a hook rug, the first thing I do is I always put all my colors into bags. That way I never lose them.
That's why I do it on my cross stitch.
And this is the other thing I want to learn how to do is needle punch. But not all, the whole kit wasn't there. It was given to me.
A lot of cross stitchers do that.
It just looked like it'd be a lot of fun. Okay, so now remember, this is like 20 some odd years old. I'm almost done with him. I just have
20 years
to finish.
later.
I have to finish his ears. And then I'm hoping I can throw him in the washing machine because I had went to work, and when I came back, my cat had knocked my husband's dinner on it.
Oh.
So this is one of the original, like, Mickeys. That's what it looks like on the back. And I remember when you used to be able to get hook rugs for like $5 and $6 this size.
Isn't that from the 80s or 70s?
I don't know. I'll have to look. Hold on.
I remember it was a big thing. I'm thinking the
Yeah,
80s.
I know he's in his 20s, but I'm thinking I've had this a lot longer than him. Okay, which one do you fold now? There used to actually be a date on the side somewhere. I don't know if I still have the book because, I mean, when you have the picture, you don't need the book. But I don't see my needle in there. Aha! I actually have the paper. Let's see. It was a limited edition. And everything is in French or some crap like that. And there's no date. None whatsoever. Crap. But he was a limited edition. Thank you, Mr. J. Where is my... Oh, there it is. I thought I lost my hook. I'm getting ready to freak out. What in the world?
Freak out. Freak out. Love freak. Love chic. Freak out.
This is stuff I won from APG Jamie a long time ago. I must have been doing my hook rug when I got her twins. I haven't worked on it in a year. I had found it when I took my hiatus from YouTube and I started working on it. The only bad thing about hook rugs are they shed. I have no idea what any of this stuff is that's in here. I know it has the pattern, and that's it. So I need to buy.
That might have been the punch needle.
I think it's the punch needle. New tool for embroidery. Yeah, it's got the tool in it, but it doesn't have anything else. But I may pop a movie in later and do my hook rug if I can get all my stickers situated. And then I know they sell these kits at Walmart, so I may buy another kit.
I need to do my cross stitch. I didn't finish my Halloween house. I didn't finish my Christmas house.
Oh my gosh, I found the when I was trying to make room for all the paper that Miss Dana was so gracious to send me, I found the 2 haunted houses I bought from Dollar Tree. Yup.
The wood ones?
Yup, that I didn't do nothing with.
The big one?
Yup, I got 2 of them.
I have one too. I didn't do nothing with it.
Yeah, I've got, oops, hold on, don't you dare fall.
I had planned to do something with it and put it in the auction, but it didn't get made.
Wait a minute, where did I put them? Oh, right, they're in this. I moved them.
They're already gone.
Nope, I know where they're at. Famous last words with me. Yep, famous last words with me. OMG. Okay, those were very famous last words, let me tell you.
Have you really lost it?
Yeah, all of them. I see, because I found this one. I don't know if y'all remember the mason jars, but it had this glittery, crappy sign wordage there. I took it off and just repainted the sky because I just liked that. And then I did paint that side of the mason jar because I thought I'd make it double-sided. And that's as far as I got. Seriously, they were just ham. I'm like, I'll put them here. That way I don't lose them. What do I do? I lose them.
Yeah, we all know how that goes.
Oh, wait. Hold the phone. I think I put them. under my paper boxes. Yes. Ha-ha. Now, why would I put them under my paper box? That makes no sense. Oh, gosh. My paper box is heavy. I'm telling you now, this is not going back underneath it. Yep, I bought 2 of these signs that you can't see because you're pointing at me. I bought 2 of these.
That's cute.
I was going to DIY them because look at this. They fit perfectly. So I thought, ooh, I could hot glue them or something together and then make them say something different. Or when I hot glued them together, just do something on the back. So that was my idea for that, and you saw how far that went. I've got 2 of the giant hearts. I have 2 of the haunted houses that I didn't do anything else with. And I still have, oh, that's what this said, grateful and blessed. The saying's not bad. I just do not like the glitter. And so that's what I didn't like. So I sanded some of it off, and then I used rubbing alcohol to get the rest of it off. And then I just repainted the sky and stuff. And then I painted the back. And the reason why I had a piece of this on here is because my husband cut one of these up so that I could make my boat, my Georgie boat. So my Georgie boat is made out of one of these. And then this is just a stand that I had bought a sign and ripped it off. And that's what that is from the Dollar Tree. That cost me $3 instead of $14. Yup. Hey, little C in the house.
Hey, little C.
Oh, but you can see the difference between. Where did mine go? Oh, it's sitting on it. Between mine, the one I DIY'd, and the one not DIY'd.
Why you don't like the glitter?
I just didn't like it.
Does it come off?
Did I what?
Does it come off?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm all glittery. So yeah.
Hey, Marlena. Hey, Mr. J. Hey, Sherry. Anybody else I missed? I'm the voice in the sky.
I still have the candy cane forms. I don't know. I'm gonna have to buy mesh. That's just all there is to it to do my candy canes. Because I thought I wanted to do a purple candy cane just because I thought that would be cool.
Hey, little C.
But the mesh I have is green. And I don't know how a green candy cane would be.
I have big ideas for that haunted house. Maybe we should do it tomorrow.
Okay. Look at me keeping those haunted houses out.
I mean, it is Halloween.
Yeah, I actually thought about dressing up tomorrow, but that's as far as that went.
Oh, hell no. Maybe you'll see me.
Um,
If I had a mask, I would.
well, see, when I thought about, I had bought two because I thought, ooh, wouldn't it be cool to actually turn it into a house?
Would be. But what you gonna use in the middle? Your ball jars?
I got a ton of popsicle sticks. I've got dowels. I've got wood galore.
You can always use cardboard.
Who is texting me? I can't be that important.
Well, I just was gonna texture the crap out of it and maybe put some stuff in the windows.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
I mean, honestly, I wasn't gonna do too much to it.
I'll probably only do one, save this one for next year, and actually make a house with it next year.
Did you get any of the other big ones? I didn't buy anything but the house.
I just showed what I bought.
I mean, Halloween ones. Did you buy any of the big other ones besides that one?
Nope, by the time I got there, I had to fight a lady for them two houses. Literally. Literally, because as fast as the lady was putting them on the shelf, she had took every one of the pumpkins. She got all the witches, because I think it was a witch in a cauldron or a cauldron. I don't remember what. But she got all of those. And I asked the lady as she was opening the box, I was like, can I have two of the houses? And the woman goes, no, you can wait until she puts them on the peg. And I looked at her and I'm like, why? I mean, you're like a freaking octopus. I said, I couldn't even get a pumpkin. And she was like, nope, you can just wait till she puts them on the peg. Now, this was the customer. And the woman goes, well, I think I'm just going to go take my break. And I was like, okay. I said, I'm cool with that. I'll just go shopping. And the woman goes, well, the box is already open. Can I go through it? And she goes, no. So she takes the cart and she rolls it down the aisle, and I hear this, psst, 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 and I'm like, what the crap? And I look over and she goes, go towards the back. So I went to the back and she handed me two of them. She goes, do you want any more? And I'm like, no, she took everything I wanted unless you've got more on the trolley. And she said, no. She said, we only get a set number. And I was like, well, at least I got two of the houses. But yeah, I'm like, God. Because I really wanted the pumpkins because I saw a lady cover a couple of the pumpkins in different buffalo checks and stuff. Well, I was looking to put up some shelves, and I found some shelves that I have that were covered in burlap. And I'm like, I want a pumpkin so I can cover it in burlap. Yeah, well, little Miss Thang bought all the pumpkins. I'm sure she's the one that bought all the other pumpkins too.
Did you see that video I posted on Facebook group yesterday?
I don't know which one.
It's a pumpkin and it looks like a little house. It was in that Ultra Pumpkin Hop. It is so cute.
You know, I don't know.
You need to check it out because I knew you would like it.
I will definitely check it out. But yeah, apparently I live in a small community with very mean crafters.
They some crafter hoarders is what they
I'm
are.
telling ya.
All right, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she was buying them for like preschool or
Maybe.
school or
Yeah, that's true. But she didn't have to be rude.
I would say church, but I don't know if they do that at church. I mean,
No.
let's
Most of
just
your churches wouldn't. They do trunk or treat, but they wouldn't, actually do like,
a craft.
yeah, not where I'm at anyway. Oh my gosh, I know one year, one of the churches here did the, you walk through hell.
Yes, they have one here. It's called Tribulation Trail.
Yeah, that did not go over too well. It was
Because they
so,
show all the bad things. I
yeah,
guess they
it
would be
was so
like
graphic that people were actually passing out.
like showing like abortions and
Yep.
drugs, and all kinds of things like that. Yeah, that's a little hardcore.
You do the heaven and hell parties. Yeah. I've seen those, but this one tribulation one, oh man, that church, it got nailed for it because it was almost like a theatrical production, like you would have seen in a horror movie. That's how graphic it was. And that did not go over in this small town backwoods area. I mean, all the teenagers loved it, of course, We have a lot of trunk or treaters, but
Yeah, they do that here. You can go on a lot of the websites and buy that stuff to decorate your trunk.
yeah, I was telling my dad was telling me today that just before I picked him up, he heard on the radio that there's a nursing home that all the residents are going to dress up tomorrow and hand out candy. And they've been doing it for the last 7 years. And would please somebody actually show up and go trick or treating there. And
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Mandy.
wish I had some kids that I could take. I really do. I don't have any grandkids. I don't even know anybody with kids.
Mandy was talking about that last night, and I know Tina the other day was talking about that too. Going to a nursing home to trick or treat.
Oh, that's cute. That is a cool. That's a nifty idea. They have just a party for the kids. Heaven got angel food cake and ice cream. Hell got chili and hot pop. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. I want to go to heaven. I want the angel food cake. I don't know. I like chili too, and I drink my Coke hot. So,
Ew.
I only drink ginger ale hot. Let me rephrase that. Only ginger ale.
Rose. I don't like anything hot. I don't even like coffee hot.
Well, yeah, they are too far. California is a little far for me to drive and get your son. Indiana's too far for me to go get Mandy's Brody and bring him too. But yeah, Dad said that they've been doing it for the last 7 years, and the residents get so excited, and then they get their hearts broken because nobody shows up. And I'm like, now I just want to go and get the candy, but I think I'm a little too old. But I was thinking, and this is just a thought I'm having. I don't know much about nursing homes, except for I know that a lot of the residents don't have family that visit and stuff. I want to find one here that I can go to and maybe deliver Christmas cards to.
You know what me and my husband and my kids did one year?
What?
I bought a bunch of ball jars
Uh-huh.
and we decorated them
Uh-huh.
and put candy in it and took it to the nursing home.
Aw. See, I want to do something like that.
It was fun.
I
I
mean,
actually got my family around the table, and my husband even crafted. It was
aw,
amazing.
my kids wouldn't do anything like that. I mean, I'm not good at making cards, but I'm figuring somebody could walk me through it. Yeah, no one, they do it. They've been doing it for the last 7 years and no one has shown up. And so they're begging people. They gave out the address and everything. And I don't know what radio station it was or anything like that. I wish I did because I would look it up.
Most of them don't care. Most of them won't let you do stuff. I guess it really depends on their policy.
Yeah. And I thought about taking Christmas cards to the Veterans Hospital, but there isn't one near me. It's too far away, and it would cost me too much to mail cards, a big envelope of cards to them. So I thought maybe a nursing home. I thought that might be cool, especially after hearing that story about them.
You could go teach them how to do a craft.
I would be too busy laughing.
I mean, it's good for them. You could go get like a couple of, the dollar store crafty things they have.
Yeah.
I know they did that when my grandmother was in the nursing home at Christmas time. She made ornaments, and I have some of her ornaments that she made.
My favorite ornament that I used to make with my grandmother, which I think we may do on my channel, are the styrofoam balls with the sequins and straight pins.
Oh, yeah, I did that.
We'll have to get some of that and make some, because the styrofoam balls aren't that much. And you can get those from Dollar Tree. You can get the sequins from Dollar Tree. You just have to go to Walmart to get the straight pins.
We made felt stuff too. Like she'd cut out patterns like with trees and stuff, and we glue it together and stuff it, and then put sequins and stuff on the outside. Little pom poms, and dress it up. We did that too.
I got some of the gingerbread men from the Dollar Tree last year, the great big ones, and that would be cool, a cool thing to do in a group.
I'm telling you something we need to do for Christmas, me, you, and Mandy. I've been wanting to do it for years and haven't done it. Make little shadow boxes out of cookie cutters.
Oh, I've never seen the shadow boxes with cookie cutters. That's a cool idea.
Yeah, you just put a back on it, and then you make a little scene inside. Put a ribbon on it or something to hang it up.
Yeah, that is a good idea, Arlena.
But we're still doing our other shadow box.
Yeah. my cousin in England last year was looking for a gingerbread man cookie cutter. And she goes, I have a tiny one. I have a medium-sized one. I'm looking for a large one. So my dad and I were at he calls it Junkin. He likes to go to all the Junkin stores, as he calls it, like Goodwill and all your thrift stores. And we were thrifting, and I'm like digging through all these cookie cutters. And Dad goes, what are you looking for? I said, Lulu wants a giant gingerbread man. Surely someone has to have one in all these cookie cutters. And he taps me on the shoulder and he goes, just wait. I'm like, but I'm almost to the bottom of the box. He goes, don't worry about buying her one. I'm like, okay. We go back to his house, and no joke, his cookie cutter was this much taller than my cell phone. And he goes, do you think that'll be big enough for her? And I'm like, I guess. So we cleaned it all up and wrapped it up and sent it to her, and she was tickled pink. She's like, I didn't know they made them that big.
I got a big one. I think I got it from Walmart.
I wish I still had all my dad's candy molds. Now that I'm into this mixed media stuff, I could have used all his candy molds for mixed media, but this lady offered me $100 for everything. And at the time, I wasn't baking anymore or making chocolates. That's what my dad and I used to do for the holidays. I'd go to his house and we would make Reese cups for everybody at work, and bonbons and chocolate covered cherries and chocolate covered strawberries. And then I'd go back to work and I'd spoil everybody rotten for Christmas with homemade candies.
I've never made molded candy before.
Well, if I can sweet talk my husband into getting me the ingredients for making Reese cups, somebody may be getting Reese cups for Christmas.
What do you need? Just need peanut butter and melted chocolate, right?
No.
No?
No. You know how when you go to the store and you buy the Reese cup, how greasy they are?
Yeah.
My dad's recipe, they are not greasy. They just melt in your mouth.
That's because they put palm oil in it.
Yeah.
That's in all the candy.
One of the girls I worked with, she goes, so I've had your Reese cups and I graduate in 2 weeks and I want a Reese cup. I'm like, she said, I want some Reese cups. I was like, okay, what do you want? White, milk, or dark? And she goes, yes. And I'm like, okay. So what I did is I made her a 13-pound white chocolate Reese cup. I made her a 13-pound dark chocolate Reese cup. And then I made her a 13-pound milk chocolate Reese cup. And then I made baby Reese cups. And all the flavors for.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I have a pot. It's a Reese cup pan that's about this big. And after you put the chocolate and everything in it, we weighed it. And they come out to 13 pounds.
I thought them ones at the store were huge.
Nope. You want mine. Mine are the best. Anything homemade's good, though, isn't it? Right, Little C? Homemade Reese cups are the best. I mean, it doesn't matter. Homemade anything is better than store-bought.
Oh, my God. They have Russell Stover's and a red velvet Santa Claus. Lord have mercy.
Ooh, that sounds yummy.
We used to get them at Dollar General. Whew. They was dangerous.
What was the other thing I made that I don't buy? Oh, my dad, he goes, "You like Rice Krispie treats?" I'm like, "Yeah." He said, "Well, I made some Rice Krispie treats. I want you to try them." I'm like, "Okay." I'm thinking he added some kind of new flavoring or something to it. No. He didn't use Rice Krispies. He
Fruity
had
Pebbles.
No, he didn't use Fruity Pebbles either. He didn't use Rice Krispies, any kind of cereal. They had, yeah, hold on. He used, it was a multi-grain Cheerio with dried cranberries in it or something like that. And that's what he made his Rice Krispie treats out of. He followed the same directions, just changed the cereal. And I'm like, oh my God, that was so good. So then there's a peanut butter cereal out. Who makes it? Crap, I don't remember who it was, but it was a peanut butter cereal.
Captain Crunch has peanut butter cereal.
It may have been Captain Crunch, but I mean, it tasted just like peanut butter. It didn't taste like that fake peanut butter crap.
No, it's good. I like that.
That may have been what he used. And he made some Rice Krispie treats out of that too. But I was like, I never would have thought of making, taking the Rice Krispie recipe and switching it for a different cereal. But that's what my dad did. He was like, yeah, he goes, I wanted to make some. Anytime he goes to his doctor's, he has to either make brownies, cookies. He has to make them something sweet. Always. So I'm always tortured taking him because, you got hot brownies or hot cookies or something sitting next to you.
That's
Which
hilarious.
I need to make that apple pie today. I didn't make it yesterday like I said I was going to.
Girl, I wouldn't even attempt to make a pie.
Oh, I cheat. I just buy a pre-made pie crust and throw apple filling in it.
Well, I mean, I make a pumpkin, and that's exactly how I make it. And I've made pecan, and that's exactly how I made it. I've never made. My sister made crust from scratch. It scares me.
I saw a recipe on Facebook and now I'm wanting to try it. They took chocolate chip cookies. They took the muffin tin and turned it upside down and they formed the cookies over the top to make the bowls.
Yeah.
But instead of filling it with ice cream, they filled it with cheesecake.
Oh, Lord, yes.
You don't like cheesecake?
No, I love cheesecake. I'm like, yes, Lord, let's do it.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking. I'm like, oh, that sounds yummy. I can taint all the chocolate chip cookies so my husband won't eat them.
You bad. My husband has a really bad sweet tooth.
See, and I don't make my cakes like everybody else either. I buy a cake mix, and if it's a chocolate cake, it gets 12 ounces of Coke, and it goes in the oven.
Yeah.
I don't use eggs, don't use oil. And then my dad just gave me a cookie recipe where it's one box of cookies or one box of cake mixed, 3 eggs, and I believe it's a 1/3 or 1/4 cup of oil. That's it. And you can throw your chocolate chips in or whatever. Which I'm supposed to be making cookies. I haven't done that yet either because I keep eating the chocolate chips. My youngest doesn't eat cake, pies, or bread.
Are you
Either.
kidding?
Nope. He'll eat cookies, but he doesn't eat. She just put, but I'll eat cookies. Yep, that's my youngest. He doesn't do pies, cakes, bread, but he eats cookies and brownies. He'll eat brownies.
Oh God, I love a good brownie with some vanilla ice cream. Oh gosh.
Have you tried the brownie cookie mix? Where it's you make the brownies and then you make the cookie dough and you drop it on top of the brownies.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
I like my brownies real gooey though.
Well, now I don't feel like my son's odd now that I've met somebody else who doesn't eat cake, pies, or bread.
That don't happen in my family, boy. That's my go-to.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's my go-to.
I love it all. Muffins, donuts, you name it. If it's fried and it's bread, let's do it.
Yup, yup.
I used to make a lot of stuff, but I don't anymore.
Tonight I'm gonna
Because
be, huh?
I said, because if I make it, I'll sit around and eat it all.
Yeah. My dad was laughing at me because I told him, I said, we had spaghetti for dinner last night. He goes, oh, did you? I was like, yeah. He said, did you actually eat? I said, yeah. He goes, Charlie made it, didn't he? Yeah. Because I do not like touching raw meat. I said, yeah, all the girls thought that was funny too when I was telling them that. Oh,
I just don't like chicken. I can do everything else, but not chicken.
I can't touch any kind of raw meat. Forget it. If I have gloves on, I can. But
I don't mind red meat. I can. That doesn't bother me at all. It's just chicken.
nope, 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 nothing. It's all bleh, nope. If I can't get it out of the package without touching it, it will sit there.
With a fork.
Yep, until either my husband or one of the kids. I never started dinner until if I was off work, I never started dinner till the kids got home. If it was something meat related, because I'd have to have the kids put it in the pan for me because no, no.
We used to go to Sam's all the time and get our meat before. You go buy bulk.
Yeah,
And I like my chicken. I like it cut, like the breast cut really thin. I can't stand no thick chicken. So I'd want it cut up. Like we buy the big breast, and then he'd slice them up into like 4 pieces. And I couldn't do it. He'd have to do it every time. I'd be like, I just can't. I can't touch it. I can't stand it. It just makes me sick.
my husband laughs at me. He goes, "You can go fishing, you can bait your own hook, you can take the fish off the hook." He says, "But you can't touch raw meat." And I'm like, "That fish is still alive. I'm just rescuing him until you kill him and we eat him." I said, "So in my mind, I'm helping him until his demise."
That's hilarious. You're the official killer, not me.
Huh?
I said you should say to him, "You're the official killer, not me."
Yeah. Well, I mean, I did kill the one fish. But, in all fairness, he did not tell me catfish made noise.
Ooh, catfish are scary, boy.
Well, we took his brother fishing with us. I have never seen a guy afraid of worms or afraid of fish before. And so we took his brother. His brother pulled in a catfish. That was about that big. It was a baby. And he's like, "Oh my God, I don't know how to get it off the hook or anything." Well, Ricky had showed me how to safely unhook a catfish because, you know, they got the barbs on their whiskers and stuff, so you have to be careful. So I grab a hold of the fish and I'm taking the hook out of his mouth, and that thing started making this. It just started making this noise, and I screamed and I threw it on the ground. And I mean, after I was done jumping up and down on it, it was paste. And my husband and his friend were looking at me going, "What is wrong with you?" And I'm like, "It's possessed. Fish don't make noises like that." And he's like, "You idiot. It was trying to breathe." But I mean, it sounded like a pig. And it just freaked me out. I was like, "Nope, it must die. Nothing should make that kind of noise and live."
It must die.
Yeah. Poor fish got stomped by a pregnant woman because I was pregnant at the time. He said, "We didn't know what you were doing." It's like, I was killing that possessed fish. That's what I was doing.
It must die. Lord, I'm almost done. I had to go rescue my daughter this morning.
You said only one more order.
I'm almost done. I got one more invoice to do. I had to go rescue my daughter this morning because she locked her keys in the car.
Oh, no.
I don't even understand how it's even possible with the new cars, but she did it. She said, I locked it from the door. And I was like, "Why are you locking it from the door? That's what this little click thing's for." I said, "We are not in 1980 where you accidentally, push the thing down and shut the door." I said, I just can't understand how. I was like, "Never push the thing down. Use your little click.
Yeah, click. The car my son just bought, it's one of those newfangled cars where it doesn't have a ignition switch. You have to have the bob to start it, and you have to push the brake to start the car.
Mm-hmm.
So my husband gets in it, and he's just sitting there, and he's looking around, and his boss had just told us, right? And I told his boss, I said, "You'll have to go over there and tell him how to start it again." I said, "Because if you don't, I'm going to crack up. I won't be able to do it with a straight face." He goes, "Is that what he's doing?" I'm like, "Yeah, he's trying to figure out how to start the car."
That's the way my daughter's car was. But she had a Mazda, and hers
That would be cool. Eyeballs between the fingers. Oh, what did I get? I got 3 of these. This one I got from Goodwill for $2.99. And then I got, what did I do with them? Oh. I got these 2 at Olies for $2.99. And they have 13 pockets in them, except for this one also has a place to put 2 CDs to keep my stickers in. Then I got this necklace, and I got a kiwi pen, and I got an Agatha Christie book to read if all the pages are there. If not, then it will be ripped up. It's Murder Go Round. Then I got this necklace to DIY. I have to get some, either have to get some more amazing putty or I'm going to get some silicone and make my own. So I'm going to mold this, then tear it apart. Then I got some clothes that are across the room because they need to be washed. I got 3 shirts, a pair of jeans. Why does it seem like I'm missing something? Am I missing? Oh, and then my dad crocheted me this cowl and this cowl. This one can double up. So, and this one I figured out, if you go back and watch the video, I figured out I can put it around my neck and on top of my head, and it makes my double chin go away. It looks really cute. Was that really it? I think that was everything. I think, yeah, this necklace, that necklace, the kiwi, that, those 3, and the clothes. Yeah, that was everything. And I already emptied one notebook and put it in here. I'll show you how I'm doing. This one has my Christmas, or this one has holiday stuff in it. I had this one actually came with the file folders, so I just left them in there. But I had put all my stickers in these page protectors, but they were sagging out the bottom, and I was afraid where I was going to keep them they would rip. And so I was going to go and get some of these from not Big Lots. What's that other store? I always shop at it. Dollar Tree. I was just going to get some like this, and I'll show you what I did there. But I saw these, well, I saw these at Olies and thought they were better. And then I just happened to look up at this one at Goodwill. So I can just pull the bag out and what did I do? Ha! I didn't stick one there. I forgot that whole thing. I can just pull bags out and then put them back when I'm done. And they'll take up less room than the notebooks. Hello, crowd next child. How are you? But what gave me the idea is I was going through all my letter, because I've got a buttload of letters, stickers, and I did that to them by size and then fit them back in here. And I thought, ooh, I can just do that with all my stickers. And yeah, this is nothing but alphabets. And I've got a basket that all these can sit in nice and neat. So I'm excited.
Hey, Brown MC. Hola. ¿Cómo estás?
Hola. Good afternoon. Everybody's coming on, and I'm going to leave in like 5 minutes to take my son to work.
Oh, thumbs up, everybody.
Huh?
Thumbs up.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up. Thumbs up. I love Goodwill when they have a good deal. And so far, the one they just opened up in my town, my little backwoods town, has really good deals. They're not expensive like the other one. There's one in Sevierville where you're lucky if they are not like, they're higher than a cat's back. But I think it's because they're in the tourist part. So they're getting all that tourist traffic, or as we call it, the terrorist traffic. How to clean off your desk with an apple corer. Probably really shouldn't do this, but it's here in my hand, so.
I need a nap.
Now I can't wait to make apple chips. My banana chips didn't turn out so good. I think
really? You made banana chips?
Yeah, I think I'll let the bananas get a little too ripe.
Yeah, I'm sure they need to be green. I love green bananas. I can't stand them when they get mushy. I refuse to eat them. I'll make banana bread, but I won't eat them.
Oh, now I need to make banana bread.
You know what I always make for Thanksgiving? I make pumpkin bread with cream cheese layer in it. It's like a pumpkin roll, but it's like a loaf bread instead. It's so good.
You make what? Sorry, I was doing something.
I make pumpkin bread with a layer of cream cheese in it.
Ooh.
So it's like a pumpkin roll, but just a loaf, you know?
Oh, girl, that sounds yummy. Ooh, Crossville? How far away from Crossville am I? I'm not that far from Crossville. I live in a place called Seymour. And no, there's no more to see in Seymour.
Oh, Lord.
Everybody always says that when they read my address. Oh, is there any place good to see in Seymour? No, not at all. Not unless you want to see a bank, a gas station, or a church. We have one on every corner. Some corners, there's 2 or 3. Blueberry muffins or lemon poppy seed muffin. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Lemon poppy seeds.
I like lemon poppy seed muffins if they actually use the lemon zest also, so you get that real zing. Oh, yes, please. With that lemon drizzle over top. Yup.
I like double chocolate muffins too.
Well, anything with chocolate is just a given.
Pumpkin muffins are good too. I've had those. Kroger and Walmart have some of those. They're really good. Oh, Walmart's got those sweet corn muffins. Have you ever had those?
Oh my gosh, yes. I was just sitting here thinking, I want to make some sweet potato biscuits with hot honey and butter.
Make some what did they used to call it? Sweet potato pudding or pudding or something like that. It's weird. It's like where they just take it and mash it up and cook it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, it's so good without a crust.
Cheese Danish is really good as well. Also pumpkin pie. Ooh, pumpkin pie. Now my dad makes 2 different kinds of 3. He makes your regular pumpkin pie. He makes a pumpkin cheesecake. And then he made a pecan pumpkin pie. The pumpkin cheesecake, it's a layer of pumpkin pie over a cheesecake. And then the pecan pumpkin pie was a layer of pecan pie, like the filling for the pie, on top of a cheesecake. We were all fighting over those. Ooh, I like Dutch apple too. Yeah. When Southern people get together, all we talk about is food.
And all we do is eat.
And all we do is eat.
Mexican people the same way though. My husband came home and he was like, I said, did you eat a lot? He says, I ate too much. And I was like, I know. Because all his family's feeding him breakfast, lunch, and dinner and everything in between.
So I'll eat sweet potato pie, but I will not eat candy yams, which are just candy sweet potatoes. I just, ugh.
Sweet potato casserole?
Is that with the marshmallows and crap?
Well, I make mine with it's sweet potato and it does have the tiny marshmallows in it with coconut. And I know you don't like coconut.
No, I eat coconut.
Who don't like it? Must be Mandy.
I don't like coconut alcohol.
Oh, that's right. And then on the top, that's where you take the brown sugar, butter, and the cornflakes and mash them up. And pecans, and you make that stuff and pour it on the top and let it get crunchy. Oh Lord Jesus!
So
I have to make
pecans. You don't use pecans.
I love. Yes, I use pecans. Pecan. You from the South? You know what a pecan is?
Yeah, it's something you use when you're doing a long trip and you can't stop anywhere.
And I also say almond, not almond.
Oh my God. How do you pronounce salmon?
Salmon.
No, girl, you're more redneck than me. All right, I've got to go. My son's ready to go to work.
Stop it.
Thank you all for stopping by. I will see you guys later, and we'll make more of our Southern accents. Bye, everybody.
Bye.